You say so.
Good afternoon, Blues. It's Alex from BlueMoonRisingTV outside the Etihad. Today we take Middlesbrough on in the Premier League. Guardiola has named his starting 11. I'm going to run through it now. Remember, big 3 points up for grab. We ended our run. What a 7 days it has been. But Middlesbrough went away to Arsenal. They got themselves a point. Convincing win in the league on the weekend. They're going to be up for it today. They reckon they could probably come here and maybe take a point away. It's a return for Alvaro Negredo. He's going to be hungry. They've got a few experienced Premier League players in there. They're not pushovers, Blues. We need a strong team. And here's the team Guardiola has gone for. Claudio Bravo returns in goal after being suspended midweek. Zabaleta is captain, starts at right back. Gael Clichy returns to the team at the left back. Alexander Kolarov and John Stones are the players preferred at centre back. Now Kolarov, his form has been up and down. In my opinion, was sublime midweek against Barcelona. He's going to be looking for a big performance in centre back, where he started the season, to let Clichy get some place in the team. Guardiola talked a lot in his press conference about rotating the team. Maybe that's a rotation made just so Clichy can get some football. Maybe it's to give Clichy a little bit more defensive work on the back. Remember, Stewart down in there kind of come. They like to play wide, Middlesbrough. So it's an interesting one. Vincent Kompany is dropped to the bench. He doesn't start. A lot of people thought he might start today, having not played against Barcelona and not played against West Brom. But Vincent Kompany is on the... No, he did play against West Brom. But Vincent Kompany is on the bench today. Moving into midfield, Fernandinho and Ilkay Gundogan keep their starting places in that defensive midfield role, which lets David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne and Jesus Navas start in those attacking midfield roles, with Sergio Aguero up top. Now, I've got a feeling Sergio might have a goal in him at some point today. He looked wicked against Barcelona, although he didn't get himself on the score sheet. Looking at those midfield three, David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne and Jesus Navas, asking the question, what has Nolito got to do to get himself on the starting team sheet? Didn't start against Barca, didn't start, he's someone who started against United, but he was in the middle of the pitch. He only got 5 minutes against Everton. Is there something going on there? Has Guardiola maybe changed his mind about Nolito, who looked like he was one of the first names on the team sheet as the season started, or is it just rotation? On the bench today, Willy Caballero, Pablo Maffeo, Vincent Kompany, Alex Garcia, Nolito, Iheanacho and Sane. So no Raheem Sterling in the 18 at all. There's been a lot of talk about Yaya Toure maybe getting himself into the team, having apologised in the last couple of days. No Yaya Toure. As far as we know, Guardiola still isn't interested, especially why Selleck has been saying what he said in the papers this morning. Talk about Alex Garcia. He's been buzzing around the team. A couple of people thought he might get some game today. He was the first player off the bus. Guardiola came off the bus and then Garcia just in behind. He's teacher's pet, apple on the desk. He'll do anything he can to get some football today, hoping the game goes to plan. And Pablo Maffeo as well. You're looking at Zabaleta, played a full 90 against Barcelona, not been in the greatest sense of fitness. Maybe Maffeo might get himself 20 minutes if it's going to plan as well today. So run through that team one more time just for you. Claudio Bravo in goal, Zabaleta at right back, Clichy at left back, Kolarov and John Stones at centre back, Fernandinho and Ilkay Gundogan in the defensive midfield roles, Silva on the left, Kevin down the middle, Navas on the right and Aguero up top. On the bench is Willy Caballero, Vincent Kompany, Pablo Maffeo, Alex Garcia, Nolito, Kelechi Iheanacho and Leroy Sane. Now, I'm going to flip over and try and get through to the comments to let me know what you've been thinking. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you make of the team. Has Pep got it right? Navas returning, is that the right decision? Let us know in the comments. While you're there, while we're just loading the comments up so I can find them and go through what you've been saying, bear with me. Give the video a like while you're there. That's always useful. In the meantime, a little bit of Wi-Fi still in the comments. We're going to run through that team. Just a couple of thoughts. Clichy at left back. I'm a big fan of Gael Clichy, someone who I think is a real instrumental player. Always has an 8 out of 10 game. I'm looking for a big performance from him today. Moving into midfield, you're looking at Gundogan, goal machine over the last few weeks. 4 goals in 2 games. Will he be contributing? Will he be roaming a little bit forward? We're going to be hoping to dominate Middlesbrough today. I hate to say it. I hate to come across as complacent, but man for man, I think we are a better team. I don't think anyone's going to dispute that. You're hoping that maybe Fernandinho, in his sort of linchpin pivot role, can kind of control the midfield, letting Gundogan roam forward in that, dare I say, a la Frank Lampard way that he has been doing. I've got it here. A lot of people talk about the young players on the bench, Sane, Kelechi, Maffeo, Garcia. You'd like to see a couple of those get into the game. Someone made a good point there. Amir Zarin Ayub, where is Nico Otamendi? That's a very, very good point. As far as I know, he is fit to play. He's not in the 18. John Stones, you thought might have been rested, having had a big couple of weeks, but John Stones does start. And Kolarov, I guess, is preferred to Otamendi. Now, Kolarov did play well against Barcelona. I thought he was superb. I thought it was one of the better performances we've seen from him in the last few weeks. But I think I would like to see Otamendi getting a bit of game time ahead of Kolarov. But Pep did talk about rotation, and maybe that's what we've seen here. A lot of people talk about Sergio Aguero. Big one to start. Of course, Aguero can score his 150th league goal for Manchester City today, which is a phenomenal statistic. We'd love to see him. I'm sure he'll take a few chances today if he can get. A lot of criticism on the comments about Sterling not playing. I want to know, is that the right decision? Would you like to see Navas get a little bit of football? What does he bring? Sterling has been one of our star men. He's got a fantastic goals for game record and banging an assist as well. Is it wise to rest him? Is it wise Nolito not getting on the team? Jake Radcliffe says, Stephen, reply on Snapchat. Stephen's behind the camera. I'm sure he'll get on that in a moment. We're talking about just a lot of positivity, a lot of accusations about who's gay and who's not gay. Lads, let's just stick it to the football.
It's the 21st century, no one cares.
We don't know if Sterling is injured. I presume it is just rotation. Someone saying start Griezmann. Griezmann doesn't play for us, but nice thoughts. I'll run through the team lineup once more then. So you've got Claudio Bravo starting in goal, Zaba at right back, Gael Clichy at left back, Kolarov and John Stones at centre back, Gundogan, Fernandinho in the defensive midfield roles, Navas on the right, Silva down the left, Kevin De Bruyne and Sergio Aguero up top. Now you're looking onto the bench, you've got Willy Caballero, Vincent Kompany, Pablo Maffeo, Alish Garcia, Kelechi Iheanacho, Nolito and Leroy Sané. Loads of youth on there. Quite a wide bench as well. I don't think there's too much defensive work going on. I doubt you'll see Vincent Kompany unless it is for fitness today. Although I would like to see him. Someone's got a question. Alex, how come Leroy Sané hasn't been selected in the last 3 games? I think you've got a real good point there. Leroy Sané, when he's played, he's been really effective. I think a lot of people would have called for him to start ahead of Navas today. However, it's a big team Manchester City have got. The depth we've got here is unbelievable. If you're going to force your way into this team, you've got to look at the players. Nolito, Raheem Sterling, David Silva and Navas. Who do you drop out of those players? Those are the players that are ahead of him. Sané has to take every chance he gets. He's got to be looking today and going, right, I want to get off the bench. I want to see him warming up down that touchline all day long, reminding Guardiola, I'm here, use me. And when he gets on the pitch, he's got to make the most of it, even if it is just 10, 20, 30 minutes. Got to get on there, get exciting, get going. All right, so we're going to run through the team one more time. Bravo in goal, Zaba at right back, Clichy at left back, Kolarov and Stones complete the back 4 at centre back. Gundogan and Fernandinho in centre midfield, Navas on the right, De Bruyne at 10, Silva on the left and Sergio Aguero up top. Let us know what you make of it in the comments. While you're there, give the video a like, give us your score predictions as well. I'm going to go 3-1 City. You've got to back Negredo the Beast to get something. This has been BlueMoonRising TV. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. We're going to be after the game with all the fan cams, all the reaction from the people who matter most, the supporters. So keep getting involved. See you next time, Blues.